All right, everybody, it's time to take two and call us in the morning. Your favorite twin doctors, Dr. I and Dr. J, are back in studio during this Mental Health Awareness Month to answer some questions for you. And by the way, today's segment is brought to you by Intracellular Therapies. So thanks for them for making this happen. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
I was just hearing about all your world travels. Thanks for making time for me this morning. Gosh, I'm honored. Today's a big topic, and it's a big month for a lot of people, so our true and false is based on that. Let's start with this. Anxiety can present as physical symptoms like back pain or even a heart attack. True, true, true.
100%
across
true.
the board.
100% true. And this is the thing, like, you know, when it comes to women, for example, there aren't the typical heart attack symptoms that there are in men. But yes, heart attack symptoms usually include chest pain, you know, shortness of breath, sweaty, nausea, vomiting, all these things, right? Yeah. But anxiety can present the same way. So frequently when people are having an anxiety attack, they feel the sense of doom. They feel anxious, obviously. They feel sweaty, their heart's racing, they have shortness of breath. And so
it manifests so differently in everybody.
It does. Yeah. And so when people are having an anxiety attack for the first time, they frequently think they're having a heart attack. And so they'll go to the ER, which is the right thing. If you're having those symptoms, go to the ER. But then frequently people find it's just an anxiety attack. And so the key really is learning how to manage your anxiety. Some people have generalized anxiety and some people have situational anxiety. But the key is if you have those symptoms, go to the doctor first and foremost. But once you know it's anxiety, there's so many ways to manage your anxiety. Just see a physician on a regular basis and get it managed. Because it can present as physical symptoms, but really, you know, it's more psychological, it's more anxiety.
Than that, yeah. True or false, having too many indoor plants can increase your blood pressure. I'm going to say false to that.
2 for 2. I
feel like succulents and plants and blooms do only good things.
You know, plants are always healthy. You know, as humans, we're tied to nature, and so anything natural is going to be good for us. And so it turns out that plants release these things called VOCs, volatile organic compounds. Some you can smell, or most of us can smell. Some you cannot, right? But what happens is—
Thank you for including me.
There you go. We always have to include you.
Not all of it can.
Exactly. And so, but even if you can't smell them, you still inhale them. And so when you inhale them, basically they help to function as antioxidants, anti-inflammatories, and so that can decrease blood pressure, heart rate, blood sugar, and so it's overall healthier. But then also the VOCs that you can smell, like eucalyptus, lavender, because they stimulate your olfactory nerve, they send signals to your brain, you release feel-good chemicals that basically can decrease depression, decrease anxiety. And so, yeah, being around plants at work, home, very healthy.
When you bring up lavender, eucalyptus, you know, I don't have any plants in my house, but I have eucalyptus spray. I mean, does that do the same thing?
It would depend on how the spray is manufactured.
Is that a bunch of hooey?
It would depend on how the spray is manufactured, but I would have the natural plants around if you could.
Yeah, okay, we'll opt for that. True or false, genetics play a role in mental health, but environment can be just as influential. True.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. So it's 3 for 3. I know. Dr. Markie. So when it comes to depression, right, we know that there are genetic factors, right? But there's certain genes that are related to depression, but those don't cause depression, but they give you a higher risk for depression. But then there's biochemistry, right? We know that serotonin, norepinephrine, dopamine, if those levels are imbalanced, that can cause depression. But what people don't think about is the environmental factors. So depression can be linked to gender. It can be linked to race. It can be linked to socioeconomic status. It can be linked to nutrition, to diet, right? So there's so many causes for depression. And so really the key for people is, A, if you have symptoms of depression, definitely seek care, right? But also, like, there's multifactorial causes, multifactorial treatment, medications, therapy, nutrition, diet, all of those play a role. But yeah, environment plays a huge role.
Yeah, when it comes to the genetics part of it, do you feel like enough families are open about that? You know, like you have a child who's displaying anxiety. I feel like not enough parents say, you know what? I had it too.
I feel like people are getting more open about it, though. It's becoming, you know, more acceptable to talk about it. But you're right, that's still something that people tend to kind of.
And it would make people feel less alone. You know, children especially, if their parents were like, you know what, me 100%. Too. And then true or false, men who travel for business are more likely to suffer from depression. Oh, I might.
False.
No. Did I?
It's true. It's true.
I was almost on
it's actually true. So they're actually 5 times more likely to suffer from depression than men who don't travel. And it kind of makes sense when you think about it. Traveling throws off your circadian rhythms, so you produce less of the hormones that make you feel happy, more of the hormones that make you feel stressed and anxious. You don't eat well. You're not exercising. You're not getting social interactions.
Well.
Yeah. You know about that. You know about that. It's the first time, Rob. You know. And so and so they tend to be more depressed, more anxious, and so traveling is a risk factor for that.
Okay. Well, hopefully hopefully both of y'all are feeling rested and well after your travels.
A little jet lag, but that's okay.
Y'all are the best. Thank you so much, as always. I love having both of you here.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.